Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. PG 33% adjustments. Notes print. Leave a comment. Percentage adjustments. When you are using percentage adjustments for market conditions, apply the percentage to the comparable sale price first to obtain an adjusted sale price of the comparable sale. When you go to the next element of comparison, use the adjusted sale price as your basis, not the unadjusted original sales price of the comparable sale. Remember, the market conditions adjustment is to be used to make a comparable sale similar to the subject in your appraisal. You are making the comparable sale similar to your subject in respect to the sale date of the comparable. You are making it similar to the effective date of your appraisal date of value. So the adjustment to the comparable sale will effectively move the sale date of the comparable to the effective date of your appraisal. When you have done that, you have an effective sale price of the comparable to which you can apply the other elements of comparison. So you apply the market conditions adjustment first. Then you have a sale price of the comparable that would have been the case if the sale happened on your effective date. Then you adjust for other physical differences. Example, a comparable sale occurred 3 months ago for $200,000. Since then, property values have appreciated by 1%. Your subject property has inferior siding that depreciates the subject property by 2%. Furthermore, the subject property is negatively impacted by a zoning difference, which will claim another 3% of the subject value compared to the comparable sale. The adjusted sale price of the comparable sale can be estimated in the following manner. Sale price $200,000 plus 1% appreciation plus $2,000. Adjusted sale price $202,000. This assumes the comparable sale took place on your appraisal value effective date. Less 2% for poor siding $4,040. Adjusted sales price $197,960. Less 3% rezoning impact $6,060. This is the 3% of the adjusted sale price, before deduction of the poor siding. Adjusted sale price $191,900. This is the adjusted sale price of your comparable sale that would appear at the bottom of your comp grid. This gives you an adjusted price of the comparable sale as a value indicator for your subject property. End of page. Chapter start. 39%. 39%. Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. PG 34 market conditions example. Notes print. Leave a comment. Market conditions example. Here is an example of a market conditions adjustment. Your subject is located in an area where property values have been rising consistently at 1% a month for the past 14 months. You have located a comparable that is practically identical to your subject. It sold 4 months ago for $200,000. How much should you adjust the price? Technically speaking, we are dealing with compound increases, which means we should use the compound interest formula. The first month, the comparable increased $2,000 in value. $200,000 x 0.01 equals $2,000, making it worth $202,000. The second month, it increased $202,000 x 0.01 equals $2,020, for a value of $204,020. The third month, it increased $204,020 x 0.01 equals $2,040.20, for a value of $206,060.20. The fourth month, it increased $206,060.20 x 0.01 equals $2,060.60, for a value of $208,120.80. This could be calculated by applying the compound interest formula. Future value equals present value x, 1 plus in. Future value would be example is continued on the next page. End of page. Chapter start. 39%. Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. KG35 market conditions example, conted. Notes print. Leave a comment. Market conditions example, conted. Continuing with our example from the previous page, using compound interest, a property that sold 4 months ago for $200,000, that increased in value by 1% each month, would sell for $208,120.80 today. The market conditions adjustment indicated by this sale would be plus $120.80. However, most appraisers would adopt a more simplistic approach and use simple interest. That formula was expressed as principal x rate x time equals future value. Simple interest, $200,000 x 0.01/month x 4 months equals $8,000. That would mean that the comparable property would have sold today for $208,000. You can see that using the simple interest rather than compound interest formula would result in a difference of $120.80. In the residential appraising arena, where values are relatively low, and where you are not dealing with excessive amounts of appreciation or depreciation, simple interest is usually considered to be accurate enough. We are going to round the results at the end anyway. If you are appraising in high-value areas, or where market conditions are in a rapid state of change, you may wish to use the compound interest formula. End of page. Chapter start. 39%. Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. KG36 Fannie Mae. Notes print. Leave a comment. Fannie Mae. In their selling guide, Fannie Mae states, B4-1.3-09, adjustments to comparable sales. Date of sale and time adjustments. The date of sale and the time adjustment, market conditions, are critical elements in determining an accurate value because the appraisal is based on a specific date and time, effective date of appraisal. The comparable sales being considered must be analyzed by the appraiser to determine if there have been any changes in market conditions from the time the comparable went under contract to the effective date of the appraisal. This analysis will determine whether a time adjustment is warranted. Adjustments may be either positive or negative depending on the market changes over the time period analyzed. Time adjustments should be supported by other comparables, such as sales, contracts, whenever possible. However, in all instances the appraiser must provide an explanation for the time adjustment in the appraisal report. When completing Fannie Mae's appraisal report forms, the appraiser should provide the date of the sales contract and the settlement or closing date. Only the month and year need to be reported. For example, appraisers may use S04/10 or C02/10, where S reflects the settlement or closing date, and C reflects the contract date. If the exact date is necessary to understand the adjustments, it must be explained elsewhere in the report or in an addendum. If the contract date is unavailable to the appraiser in the normal course of business, the appraiser must enter the abbreviation UNC4 unknown in place of the contract date. End of page. Chapter start. 39%. Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. KG37 information sources. Notes print. Leave a comment. Information sources. information concerning residential sales is more easily available today than it was in the past. Sales information can be found in most areas through multiple listing services. The vast majority of MLS systems are computerized and are capable of generating extensive searches and reports. Most of them routinely generate monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, and annual reports on median and/or average sale prices. These statistics can be further broken down into the median and/or average prices per designated area or section, number of bedrooms, number of baths, type of property, etc. For example, you may be able to ascertain that 3-bedroom houses on the north side of town sold for a median price of $142,715 12 months ago, and that the median price of those homes for the current month is $158,420. A simple division, $158,420 divided by $142,715 equals 1.11, indicates an increase of 11% over this 12-month period. End of page. Chapter start. 39%. Residential sales comparison and income approaches. Help. Documents. Email instructor. CH6 market conditions. PG38 information sources. Notes print. Leave a comment. Information sources. If you are in a more remote area where there is not an active MLS, or where only a small percentage of sales go through MLS, you will need to rely on other sources. The Internet gives access to several paid subscription services whereby sales information is available for sale. Sales information that is recorded in public registers, such as assessors' offices, is becoming increasingly available online as well. In many areas, the local real estate organization and/or MLS may routinely publish statistics. Usually once a month, my local newspaper publishes statistics about the local city and county real estate sales. They nicely summarize everything and produce specifics, such as the fact that the median sales price of new houses this month was X dollars as compared to X dollars for the same month a year ago. Then they state what this change is as a percentage. The same information is routinely provided for median sale prices of existing homes, and usually broken down by township areas, so that it is easy to see which are the fastest growing and slowest growing areas. End of page. Chapter start. 40%.